Today's adventure begins as a recording of this. TGIF is Friday, February 28, 2025. Yes, I am walking up to another fair, my third fair that I've gone to, I think in the last week and a half. I did the Osceola County Fair last weekend. Then yesterday I did the Strawberry Festival. And now today, the Central Florida Fair. I don't know how many attractions I'm gonna go on. I am here for the Blockbuster Experience. It is one thing Florida does well in the springtime. It is provide an effervescent flow of carnivals, fairs, and festive type of events like this. Springtime in Florida is home to the greatest carnival on the planet and a couple other ones. The only one I didn't miss, or did miss when I was out of the country, was the Florida State Fair, which was a week before I got back in town. So there's been 4 in the last 3 weeks. 4 of these events. Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. My buddy Jim. Hey, remember a Blockbuster video?
Oh yeah.
So there is a place in Bend, Oregon. It's called The Last Blockbuster. And I guess they have a revolving tour that they take around the country, and it just so happens to be here. They have the Blockbuster Experience, and we're gonna get a little nostalgic.
They got a whole store built in
Yeah,
here?
it's like walking in to the era of Blockbuster. We can rent a movie.
No.
Well, it's made to look like you can rent a movie. It's pretty cool.
Well,
I went to it either last year or 2 years ago. I lose track of time.
Yeah.
But it was pretty neat, so I'm back.
Did you see that this is the greatest carnival on the planet?
It's debatable.
Well, let's find out.
Let's find out. I'm inviting you to join me and Jim as we make it a Blockbuster night.
Shall you?
It's kind of interesting. Last night was the opening night of the greatest carnival on the planet, the fair here on Colonial Drive and Pine Hills. Also opened the same night as the Strawberry Festival in Plant City last night. So I kind of wonder, how do they decide which attractions, rides, and things go to either or? Not too long of a line right now. It opened at 4, it's like 4:30 right now. Oh, look at this. They got the Blockbuster sign over here next to where the turkey legs are. I definitely got my fill of spinny rides that make me nauseous yesterday, so I don't know how many we'll do of those, but play it by ear. You might get some fair food. It's fair to say we'll get some food here at the Carnival Fair. Take a look at this, $15. You can get yourself a coonskin cap right here. Right there. Old school, like Davy Crockett. Wow. You can go full Davy Crockett right here in Central Florida if you want. Think that's made from a real raccoon? Or think it's imitation? Maybe? Oh, look at this. You can even get a badger cap or a mink. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right, take a look over there. There's another Blockbuster sign right there with the flags waving in the breeze as well. Oh, the last time I was here, it might have been last year or the year before. Again, I've kind of lose all concept of time the last few years. But over where the arcade is, across the way from the Blockbuster pop-up, the Blockbuster Experience, was a haunted attraction. Even early on in springtime, they had a haunted attraction. Right now, it's an arcade. They got the little tent set up outside. It is a separate ticketed event. So it's like you have to purchase a ticket to go inside the Blockbuster Experience. Yeah, was it last year I was here, or was it the year before?
Yeah, last year.
I lose track of time, so this is the second year in a row you guys have been here.
Yeah.
And you had a few things of Burt Reynolds and Cannonball last year, but you have stepped up the game here this year. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Is this all your stuff?
Yeah.
This is all your stuff, okay.
And this is really cool because he even got the Kodiak Valley sticker on it.
Really?
When he goes, there must be some sort of hot tub time machine.
Yeah. Dom DeLuise's outfit?
Yes. He's dismissed his plan. So the only issue is I think they got it dry cleaned, but I don't think they did a great job. So it kind of still smells like it was in the water.
It smells like Dom?
It smells like 1982 wet Dom.
Oh.
Was that the outfit that Dolly wore?
No, it was just a crew jacket they gave.
That's great. Filmed at Universal Studios Hollywood. Actually, the house from that was the same house from House of a Thousand Corpses.
So if you look in there, we own a quarter square of the chicken ranch. That was Bert's deed.
Really?
Yeah.
Where am I looking?
In the back on the left.
In the back on the left.
See where
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, the warranty deed, yeah. Burt Reynolds is on the loose.
Here, Adam, pull out that boot. See that boot over on the right behind Dom DeLuise?
This here?
Look at the boot sticking out.
Oh, the boot.
Pull that out.
You want to take it out? Is this Dolly's?
Turn it around.
RF. Where is
That
that?
is from the movie The Iron Claw. That is the Ric Flair outfit.
Oh.
The problem is when we put it out, everybody wants to wear it.
Okay.
And it breaks my heart to say no. And both, like, all the little stuff is falling off of it.
So that's screen used prop. Really? And this is an original Blockbuster sign over here. And you got the B down here. And then you got, of course, Blockbuster is synonymous back in the day with VHS. And also, they have some stuff from Rad, classic 80s film Rad, which is like one of the best 80s BMX movies ever. And they've recreated the Hell Track fence right here. And he's not going to be here now, but certain events they will have Bill Allen, who was from Rad, as well. Now, I never worked at a Blockbuster, but I did work at a place called Video Center, Kissimmee, Florida. And it was like a dream working there. So I always loved movies, growing up in the 80s and the VHS generation. It was just such a cool thing. They actually have a lot of Blockbuster merchandise. They have the Be Kind Rewind t-shirt for $25. They have the Make It a Blockbuster Night, or Make It a Movie Night. They've changed the terminology a little bit. They have a hat up here for 20 bucks, and they have a Be Kind Rewind hat. You know, I think I'm gonna probably buy a Be Kind Rewind hat. In fact, I am going to wear a Be Kind Rewind hat. They also have candles, shot glasses, the last Blockbuster on the planet, which I still have not been to Bend, Oregon to check it out. And they had a documentary come out. Some glasses, some pint glasses. They got the Sandlot, love the Sandlot. And they have like all the different items, the snack things like the Red Vines, the Nerds, movie theater popcorn. Right over here they have, which is great. I'm definitely gonna buy one of the hats. Take a look, all the Disney clamshells. I always call them clamshells. I'm guessing that's probably what they're referred to as. I mean, I might be incorrectly stating that. You got Fievel here with an American Tail right over the top there. You got Jungle Book, Brave Little Toaster. You got Dumbo. I'm on a Dumbo kick, riding all the Dumbo rides. Here's a throwback, Man of the House. I never realized that was a Disney movie with Chevy Chase and then the kid from Home Improvement right there. Doing something new this year where you can go in here. It's almost like you're going to go in here and it's a confessional. She said it's a confessional where you can on camera talk about your memories, the VHS generation, the DVD generation, the Blockbuster generation, which is kind of neat. Oh, look at this. These are not for sale, but look at Michael J. Get Michael J right there. He also got the thing in here. You put the quarter in here. You get the Pokemon cards as well. Let's see one of the greatest movies ever. Cocoon, underrated classic, Ron Howard. Actually have that on Blu-ray, which is kind of hard to find. Loving the setup in here. Take a look at this. You got the Lethal Weapon poster down here. You have the popcorn bucket. You have all the VHSs across here. That is so dang cool. Even double feature right here. Then you got the Blockbuster blanket. Such a well done thing. This is just something I was really looking forward to, and I was glad I was in town. I was able to pop in out here. Not so much for the fair so much, but definitely wanted to see the Blockbuster exhibit this year and how it compared to last year. I gotta say, they have more photo ops and more props than they did last year, in my opinion. Movie Blaster video game right here. Oh yeah, look at this. This actually is a Blockbuster version of a video cassette rewinder. There's a lot of other companies that have. You know, you could double your life of your VCR just by having one of these. And this was a rewinder. You put the VHS in there, you'd clamp it down, and that would rewind. It wouldn't play, it wouldn't fast forward, it only rewound the VHS. Oh yeah, the good old days. Got a lot of good horror VHS titles over here. Return of the Living Dead Part 2, Dawn, Night of the Creeps. I was wearing a Night of the Creeps shirt the other day. Some of the rewinders came in these really fancy, neat little like things here. So you could push down on that. That would pop up the hood of the car, and you could rewind it in there if you wanted to get really, really fancy, and you didn't want to have a real basic one. Gummy Bear Company, in my opinion. Haribo. Never had the Berry Hearts or the Unicorn Delicious though. Got the movie theater popcorn there. All the different high chews, the Jolly Ranchers. Nice. Now, speaking of Cocoon, Ron Howard Cocoon, there it is on DVD. Oh, Dolph Lundgren from Rocky IV. Drago playing Masters. This is a Cannon film. Love some Cannon films. Really interesting story about, Explorers. Great movie. Filmed up in Northern California. This movie is great until you get to the end. The second or the last half of the movie, or the last third of the movie, kind of goes off the rails. Kind of, the movie's great up until then. You got Goonies right here, Richard Donner Goonies. I just rewatched that again recently. Love some Goonies. You got Space Camp, Scissorhands, filmed in Florida, Labyrinth, Planes, Trains, Blazing Saddles, Taxi Driver. Oh, The Wraith, Splash. I just recently watched this again too. Classic. John Candy in that. Also John Candy in this as well. I just finished watching, oh look at this, is actually still sealed. I just finished watching Cobra Kai, which is the continuation of the Karate Kid series. Oh, look at this. Here is a Major League promotional screen right there as well. Jackie Brown. Great Quentin Tarantino movie. What do you think? Bringing back memories?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, this is a trip down memory lane.
I know, every time I see something, like jars something back from my youth and young adulthood. Did you ever see Last Action Hero? That Arnold movie? It's pretty good. This man's not dead. Help me. He's not dead. Let's get him out of here. A lot of old school Star Trek over here. Wrath of Khan, my favorite. When Chekhov gets the earwig in his ear. Man, that gave me nightmare. You ever see that when they put the thing in his ear?
Yep.
Horrible. Ricardo Montalban from Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
Never look at him the same way again. A Land Before Time. Oh, you double down on The Land Before Time. And Charlotte's Web right over here. Three Ninjas. Speaking of being at a fair, you got Hogan there. Three Ninjas. You got Robin Hood over here. A lot of Star Trek. Star Trek 3. Chris Lloyd in Star Trek 3. Oh, this is your section?
Look at this. Look at this.
Look at all the Ani. That's right, Ani. Stallone. Oh, one of the best. So this is Stallone Cobra, which is also a Cannon film. Oh, here's another classic. I don't think Stallone did an interview later. He didn't even want to make that movie, but he did.
But I think
Rambo 3.
what I always heard was when Arnold did Kindergarten Cop, wherever that might be.
Yeah.
He thought he needed to do a comedy at the same time.
That makes sense.
They were neck and neck with their movies.
Wow, best of the best. I forgot about that movie. You know what? I don't remember James Earl Jones being in that. I gotta rewatch that. This is good stuff. Even John Lennon live in New York. Great movie. I'd put up there with Cocoon as a perfect film. John Carpenter's Starman. Of course, Carpenter known for his horror films, but Starman, an absolute perfect movie. Check out Swayze here, Roadhouse, the Swayze dog. Evidently there is we ended up going inside the little area around the back where they're past Patrick Swayze, where there's been a 90s era, well, basically a living room from the 90s has been built back there. Really pretty interesting how it was all constructed, and it's not even real walls or anything. It's just partitions and cloth that makes it look like wallpaper, and just looks like it would have been decades ago when you would sit around and watch TV. And it's just kind of a neat little throwback. They did not have this last year. Kind of a neat little addition to the Blockbuster experience. I'm gonna look around a little bit more and find some more throwback memories that I recall. You need some popcorn? They do sell popcorn here.
Really?
Yeah, over there they got movie theater popcorn. There's a great movie. Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis, Last Boy Scout. I think the girl from Halloween is in this also. Yeah, Daniel Harris. Daniel Harris is in Last Boy Scout. A lot of Bruce Willis stuff. Blind Date. I never saw Blind Date. Just kind of perusing around, see what else. Money Pit. A couple copies of Money Pit here. Look at this, available in VHS. I'm gonna ask if they sell any of these. Joe versus the Volcano, Turner and Hooch. I got a Muffin Hooch. Wild Things. Lloyd Bridges and Forces of Evil. I never even heard of that. Firewalker, another Cannon film. What you got? Blowout?
I've never heard of it.
Travolta and Nancy Allen. I haven't heard of that either. Is that Lithgow?
Yeah.
I think it's John Lithgow. We got Mrs. Doubtfire. We're getting into Robin Williams, Good Will Hunting. Oh, Gene Hackman. I was kind of wondering if they had a Gene Hackman section. Just lost Gene Hackman a couple days ago. Him and his wife passed away. Man, I love Gene Hackman. Hoosiers, one of the greatest sports movies ever. Did you ever see Hoosiers?
No.
I recommend it.
Highly?
Highly.
Highly or just
Top 5 sports movies ever made.
Come on.
Without a doubt.
Field of Dreams is in there, I hope?
Field of Dreams is up there. The Natural.
Okay. There's 3.
Field of Dreams is more of like a drama kind of movie, though. I mean, it's sportsy, but
Yeah.
Hoosiers, I don't know, man. It's probably top 3 sports movies ever made. Hoosiers. I gotta see if they have it. Field of Dreams. What is considered a sports movie? Caddyshack?
Is this a sport?
I gotta see if they have Hoosiers on VHS. I'm gonna ask.
Have Hoosiers?
Hoosiers. Dennis Hopper, amazing in that movie too. Son-in-Law with Polly Shore. There it is. And Kingpin, I was just referencing Kingpin all the time. Fact, no one would ever guess this. Well, they probably would because I've said it before. One of my favorite movies from back in the day is Beaches. Wind Beneath My Wings, the song by Bette Midler, was in that film. Barbara Hershey, also in The Natural. It's like a 6 degrees of separate of Kevin Bacon. But I'm not talking about Kevin Bacon, I'm talking about other people. You got the Majestic.
Oh, that's a good one there.
Which is the 3rd movie by the director that did Shawshank Redemption. He did Green Mile and then Majestic. That was the 3rd one. Out of order. Out of order. This whole Blockbuster's out of order.
There's a video head cleaner right there.
I ended up buying this hat for $12, a Be Kind Rewind Blockbuster hat. $12, well spent. I also asked if anything was for sale, and they said whether it was a DVD, a Blu-ray, a VHS, double box set, whatever it was, each title is exactly $5 without any additional price added onto it based on the format. So if you want a VHS, DVD, any of that, $5, total price. Anything on any of the shelves, $5. You buy 4 things, you buy 4 VHS, $20. 4 DVDs, $20. Not bad. And as it continues the rest of this weekend and next weekend, and then it ends. After that, I'm sure as the time goes on, the amount of titles will probably diminish quite a bit. Just asked if they had a copy of Hoosiers, and she said that they probably do. She's going to try to find it. We got a couple different versions of Poseidon Adventure right there. Also, I think Gene Hackman's in this. I think Hackman was in, Gene Hackman was in Poseidon. Also, man, such a bummer. I mean, Hackman was 95, so he lived a good life, but still, man, one of the greatest actors. Greatest actors ever. Did you find a $5 gem?
I found a $5 gem. Jimmy Buffett. Hey, Jimmy Buffett. There's my gem.
Live by the day, live by the bay.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You have a VCR?
I do.
Perfect.
I'm gonna fire it up.
She thinks she has a copy of, oh, you got it right there.
What?
Hoosiers.
Wow.
I'm gonna buy this for you, Jim. You have a DVD player?
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna buy this for you.
Okay.
This is my gift to you.
Thanks.
Because you've never seen the classic Dennis Hopper, Gene Hackman, Barbara Hershey film.
Look at that.
That's all yours.
Oh, yeah.
So good. So good. You're gonna think, where has this movie been my whole life? Good. The double $5.
$5. Who does that look like, real quick?
That looks like Jimmy Durante.
Don Knotts.
It does look like Don Knotts. Look at that.
Oh, no.
Don Knotts. Did Don Knotts pass by Hoosiers?
No.
He might have, I don't know, maybe Don Knotts was secretly in it.
He was a cameo.
There was that weird era where there was VHS and DVD.
Yeah. They were holding out. They were holding out. Even though DVDs were in, there's still a little section.
Like Father of the Bride,
VHS.
I think was probably 88, so still prime VHS time. I don't know what year that was. I'm going to guess probably 88.
When would you
89.
say VHS has really fizzled out? 93 or 4?
No, that was way later than that.
They were hanging in there that long?
Yeah, probably 97,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
I'm trying to think when I worked at the
Crossover.
video store and it was still VHS. Yeah, probably 90. Yeah, 96-ish. Hoo-wah! Hoo-wah! Stand down, Mr. Slay. No, I don't think I will. You ever seen Son of a Woman? Great Pacino.
Yeah.
Great movie. Great movie. There you go, Green Mile. We're getting into some Academy Award winning stuff here. We got Deer Hunter. Got American Beauty. Malcolm X. Another great Pacino, Johnny Depp film.
Oh, yeah.
So good. League of Their Own. Punchline. Wow. Remember that one?
Nope.
So it was
Never
basically
saw it.
Tom Hanks playing a stand-up, and even more far-fetched than that, Sally Field playing a stand-up.
Really?
I have
But you know what? It's bold, sneaky, and brilliant.
It's classic. Lithgow 80s. HBO canon film, The Deadly Game. I would imagine, I don't know what these are worth, but some of these got to be worth more than $5. Like, this one's probably worth like $2 because there's so many of them.
Oh, yeah.
But this has got to probably be worth more than $5. So, and there's a lot of VHS in here. I'm kind of jealous you have an active VHS player. I don't even have one. Oh, The Shadow. The Shadow Knows. That's a classic. Baldwin. Just talking
comedy,
about that.
yep.
It's not a tumor.
Love it. Love it.
Cliffhanger. Man, that movie
Oh, yeah.
scarred me at the beginning of that. And then they redid it in Ace Ventura Pet Detective 2 when he's like holding on to the raccoon. This is kind of a weird mix-up. Camp Nowhere and The Secret of the Lost Legend. Camp Nowhere had Chris Lloyd, who played Doc Brown, and Tom Wilson, who played Biff. They are in this together playing different roles, starring in the same movie that's not a Back to the Future film. Fun fact. They said everything over here was $5. So would this be $5, the entire DVD set of all the indie movies? And take a look at this, the entire DVD collection of The Godfather, 5 bones? That's a pretty good deal. That's honestly a pretty good deal. Or you can get the Blu-ray of Fast and the Furious 6, because it's all about family. Recently rewatched this. I saw it when I was very young. My mom watched it, and I remember watching it with her when she was watching it when I was young. But I recently, about a year ago, rewatched all of Gone with the Wind. It's a very lengthy movie. But I'm curious, this has to be worth more than $5, right? That's a pretty good deal for the double VHS of Gone with the Wind. Hey, maybe it's not, but yeah, total 3 hours, 52 minutes, a 4-hour movie. And one thing I realized about this movie after rewatching, Scarlett O'Hara, not a good person. Oh, another video rewinder. A bunch of these. See what's in here. Snow Day's in here. I'm gonna get some kind of a snack out in the fair itself. But they have popcorn here. They have movie theater popcorn, not video store popcorn, but they have that here. I also got the hat on there as well. And you got the Blockbuster Experience sign right there. Look how tasty this is. It says life is delicious. Made by Brims. The quick drop right down here. I'm not gonna buy the popcorn, but I am gonna get some gummy bears. Yes, I remember that, the after hours.
Man.
I told you I was gonna buy that for you.
I got it. You come over and
I
watch
still
it.
got all right, fair enough.
There you go. Oh, you got some gummies?
Yeah, how about I just share my gummies with you?
Okay, there
Fair
you
enough? I'm gonna bring it up on this here, the Bear Pass. Oh, you picking up anything?
It's pretty haunted. You can tell. You're okay. You're okay. But
I'm
this,
okay, but the
this is
the
definitely
DVD is-
It's a
something going on in
Slimer
here.
thing. I got Vigo on mine. Like a little baby.
Thank you guys so much. Awesome. You're welcome.
oversized Be Kind, Please Rewind, Nightmare Before Christmas. Interesting. They have this labeled under horror. It's not really that scary, but I guess it is kind of scary. Kind of. Yeah, there we go. The complete trilogy. I have this version. I think I have like 7 different versions of the trilogy.
If I bought Back to the Future, I lost track.
How many times have you bought Ghostbusters?
Less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just as I love it.
Look at this classic, Short Circuit 2.
No.
Oh, we met Ali Sheedy at MegaCon.
Oh, that's awesome. Love Short Circuit 2. Not as good as the first, but still pretty good.
Yeah, wow.
There's the first one right there.
The original.
Steve Guttenberg.
Yeah.
I like the subway scene. What is it? Los Locos? Los Locos kick your ass. Los Locos kick your face. Los Locos kick your balls into outer space. You even have video games. You have Super Nintendo, Nintendo. What is this? Nintendo as well. Nintendo 64, I think. I have an NES and the Super Nintendo, but I didn't really get into the other video game systems. Just kind of stayed back in the Stone Age with video styles and around. You got Problem Child right here. You got Crocodile Dundee 2. Not bad. Blair Witch. Love some Blair Witch. Right there. Oh yeah, Macaulay Culkin. When he played like the evil boy, the good son right there. This is Steve Guttenberg right there. That is
wow.
Don't Tell Her It's Me. So Blockbuster didn't start till the 90s. I started renting movies in 1985 in Niceville, Florida. And I didn't even have a VCR. My family didn't have a VCR. So I'd have been 11, 12 years old. My dad and I on a Friday night would go rent like 6 movies, I think for $10 or 6 movies for $6. And then we'd rent the VCR, and there would be like a tree stand, like a metal tree stand, like I say, like a stand made out of metal with little hooks on it, and you have the plastic casing around the VCR, and you rent that, and it would tell you how to hook it up to your TV. I got inspired. I'm gonna get another snack. I'm gonna get some Reese's Pieces. I'm not gonna get ET, but I'm gonna get some Reese's, because of ET. All right, time to start heading out. Calling it a night. All right, gonna start heading out now, I think. Nightfall has definitely reared its head. Also, a lot of people showing up now. There wasn't really a lot of people here until way later in the evening, extremely later in the evening. Now there's a steady flow of people. Here at the greatest carnival on the planet, a little nostalgia at Blockbuster. I made it a Blockbuster night. Got the Blockbuster hat. For me, the VHS generation in my memories, a little pre-Blockbuster, even though I did go to Blockbuster a lot. I worked at another video store that was an independent video store. Way after the VHS times when me and my family living in Niceville, Florida in 85, 86 would rent VCRs and all that. But there were quite a few other places than Blockbusters, but it is interesting how Blockbuster really is the one that everyone kind of latches onto out of the cavalcade of different video stores. Nonetheless, it was a good night. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, be kind, rewind, and the vlog is over.